Hey guys, Lord here, back with another Monster Hunter Rise video. Today we're going to be looking at 5 tips that will help you across the board in Monster Hunter Rise. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first tip we have on our list today is something to help you when trying to capture monsters. So in previous games, in the bottom left on the map, when a monster was ready to be captured, there would be a small skull icon floating off of it. That was sometimes hard to see, especially on the Switch. Now it would be even more difficult. So you notice now, as I'm fighting the Somnicath, when it's ready to capture, underneath its icon in the top right, there appears a blue skull. This also shows up on the mini-map, but this is a much more obvious place and the icon is much larger, so it's a lot easier to see, and this will make knowing when to capture a monster much easier. The second tip that I want to go over covers hit zones. So basically where you hit a monster to do the most damage, what kind of damage it takes from different types of weapons. This used to not intuitively be in the game in a numerical value. They had a weird star system and stuff like that. So what you're going to do is scroll over to your Hunter's Notes, go to Large Monsters, and then you're going to press R to go over to Physiology. This is then going to show you different hit zone values for the different monsters on all their different parts. So as you can see here, it also tells you like what the different parts are. So the torso and the arms are different hit zones. You're also going to get to see what the hit zones are for cutting weapon, such as a greatsword or a longsword, a blunt weapon, such as hammer or hunting horn, and shot type for your bowguns and bows. You can see this for every monster that you've fought in-game just by scrolling down and looking through. This is super nice. You can also see elemental weaknesses and the different body parts, so you know just what to bring for each monster. In the same vein as the last tip, there's also a drop rate percentage for different types of monster materials. This wasn't always intuitively in the game and you had to search it somewhere else. So what you're going to do is, let's say I'm looking for a Magnamalo plate. I need to know what the drop rate, I need to know how to get a Magnamalo plate, I need it for my weapon. You're going to go to the monster that you want, you're going to press L once to go to materials, and then you can press A to go into it. And then you can scroll to the thing you need. You can see what all the drop rates are. So 2% target, which means 2% just for beating it, 3% if you capture it, 3% for breaking it apart, and then 1% chance of either a carve or a drop. Now, the other cool thing is that once you press A and gone into the selection screen, you can see on the left what the broken part reward is. So if you break the head, that gives you another 3% chance to get it. So this way you can kind of look at, okay, what do I need to break? What do I need to get from this monster in order to make sure that I'm giving myself the best chance possible of getting the material that I need? I've hunted X amount of monsters and I have no clue what it is. I haven't got it yet, you know? So this gives you a really good idea of what to do to get that specific material. So for the fourth tip, we're going to talk about how to get armor spheres really easily. So you can do this with either of the twin sisters. I'm just using the hub sister right now, but you're going to scroll down to optional subquests, and then you can pick any of these. And as you can see, most of them give you armor spheres. So you can just go ahead and pick them. You can do them in any order. It doesn't matter. I like to just set them and forget them. Just do them in the background. So as I go through quests, they just happen. So this one doesn't give you necessarily a armor sphere, but that's okay if you're looking for a specific thing. Sometimes these have really cool things that you can get. So this is a really good way to get topped up on armor spheres nice and early. You can also view them at any time from the side quests, the optional side quests in the pause menu. And for our final tip, I'm going to talk about how to use the map to your advantage when you're trying to farm different ores. So let's say you're in the Flooded Forest and you're trying to find a specific ore. You could go to Gathering right here like this, but if you actually just go over to Icon List Selection, then press X, you can see all different sorts of things. So I scroll over to Materials too, and you can see that I have the blue mining outcrop, which is just normal common ores selected, and it shows up on my map. You can also go for more uncommon ores, select that, and it'll show you where that is on your map. You can also do this for anything in the game that is a gathering point or you can pick up. Whether that's a monster carve, like you cut off the tail, you can get it to show. Whether that's, something like a wire bug, a great wire bug spot, a vigor wasp, literally anything that you can think of that's on the map, you can do this with. The second part to this tip is that if you want, you can press and hold L, and it will zoom in the map, but then it will show you exactly where the thing you have highlighted is. So it doesn't show this on the big map when it's fully zoomed out in the bottom left, like right now you can't see it. But if you start walking towards the mining point, you see that it shows up on the map in the bottom corner just by holding down L. So this is a really good way to not have to constantly be switching to your map to see, okay, where is it? Am I close to it? This, that, the other thing. So just pressing and holding L really makes all the difference. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please comment below if you did enjoy, if any of these helped you out, or if you've got any other tips that you want to share with the community. With that being said, I wish you all the best of luck and happy hunting.